Hi to everyone. Let's begin the presentation. My name is Debbie. My group member is Demi, so our group name is 2D. The topic we select is about the dyslexia. Let's begin the presentation. These are the contents we are going to talk about today. The first one is design brief. We want to design an assistive tool to help dyslexic students to overcome their reading difficulties, supporting them to read fluently and accurately. What is dyslexia? Dyslexia is a learning difficulty. It mainly affects the reading and spelling skills involved in accuracy and fluency. There are some features about dyslexia. The first one, dyslexia is often hereditary. According to the data from the Understood organization, when children suffer from dyslexia, 49% of whose parents also have dyslexia. Moreover, dyslexia doesn't relate to intelligence. The people have reading disorder doesn't mean they have intelligence problems. The last one is the persistent difficulty. Dyslexia is best understood as a persistent difficulty with reading and spelling. Dyslexia is a common disorder in the world. About 10% of the population in Australia have difficulties in reading and spelling. More seriously, dyslexia is estimated to affect up to 20% of the population in the world. That means more than 700 million people involved with reading and spelling difficulties. So reading disorder is not far away from our life. It deserves to be paid our more attention to. Dyslexia affects individuals in very different ways. So there are some symptoms and they can roughly be divided into two types: the reading difficulties and the spelling difficulties. In the reading difficulties, they include the confusions in the sequence of letters and symbols, which can lead to a poor word recognition. And reading difficulties also include the poor reading comprehensions and the lack of reading fluency. In terms of the spelling difficulties, they include weak phonology awareness. It means the ability to identify the sounds of a language and process them. And the difficulties also include the poor word receive and the lack of spelling fluency. I think they are easy to understand. The dyslexic people may have one or more the symptoms. The detailed symptoms are more complex and more difficult. It's hard to think two dyslexic people have the same detailed symptoms, so the methods of overcoming the reading disorders may vary. The further research and details of dyslexia, including the causes of dyslexia and its influence in behaviors and emotion, this information can be seen in the appendix. So next, we want to talk about the user group. We want to focus on the dyslexic student over the age of 18. This is because they are mainly studying in the higher education. In order to complete their study, they need to present their ideas in class, read and type quickly, and as well as pass the exams. These tasks are not easy for the non-dyslexic students. Meanwhile, this would be a bigger challenge for the dyslexic student. So we want to help them to overcome the reading difficulties. The following contents are design methods and how we developed our three-brief idea. It's Demi's turn to introduce these contents. So welcome to Demi.
Hi, so we did competitor analysis about the Nature Reader, Sipen Reader, and Speechify. All those products are using text-to-speech technology. The first one is reading assistive software support digital files and also words be shown by dyslexia font. So, however, from users' feedback, the software unable to read email or math equations. The next one is Sipen Reader, one of the most effective tools for person with dyslexia. It's using patent camera technology to scan books or paper, and it is also possible to listen to single word. User can stop or continue listen to sentence at any time. And also the files can be scanned into computer and it has translate function. The last one is a Speechify, an app to scan book or import files. It has more than 15 languages with switchable reading speed. But the last two products cannot edit words which shown on screen or change background color and font size. We made a journey map to show the process that user who with dyslexia may face some problem to write an essay from stage 1 to stage 6. And the user whose name is Nick, he cannot read bibliography easily. Therefore, by transforming the words from essay to audio, which make it possible for them to hear the whole article and get the key information. So the first concept is an text-to-speech app. It translates words to voice. User can edit pages, customize text setting, or highlight letters such as B, P, D, Q, and touch any sentence to listen to audio sound. It also supports dyslexia font. And the second concept is digital pad with scanner at the bottom, and user just place it on the paper or book. The words will show on the screen and change into dyslexia-friendly text. Also has a similar function with the concept one. And the last concept is self-assessment app for recording the daily lives of people with dyslexia to share important voice information and communicate with others within the community. So there are several of diagnostic tests which help user to get an initial diagnosis of dyslexia, and it also has rehabilitation training. So for the timeline, we will make an improvement of our concept and work on presentation 2 to do usability tests on week 10. We will make video storyboard and high fidelity prototype on week 11 and 12. So here is our group members. Thanks for listening.